go to the hospital and have it checked out.
I don't give a damn about my face. Just want to kill somebody.
Please, don't tell me that this has to do with Lizzie.
Couldn't help it.
Oh.
I saw her on the street with Oni, trying to move a heavy piece of furniture. She was having trouble with it, so I offered to help her. And we bring it upstairs to her apartment, and John Boy comes bursting in with this tough guy act. And the next thing I know, his father's pulling us apart.
And it was all perfectly innocent on your part, huh? Here, put this on there. Now, Ben, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Can't help it, Raj. I know she says that she wants her marriage to work and all. I mean, I hear these words, but I don't accept it. I don't believe that her and I are really over.
But you have to. Look, it is not your place to help Lizzie move furniture. That is her husband's job. And you're not doing Lizzie or yourself any good by pulling stunts like this.
I can't just walk away.
You have to, Ben. She's made her choice. And you're going to have to live with that, no matter how painful that might be. And you know what I'm saying is right. I know you don't want to hear it. But that is the only way.
What's on your mind?
An apology. I think I owe you one.
I think you're right.
I was angry at Matt Strand, and I took it out on you, and that's a lousy thing to do.
Go on.
I'm sorry.
I think I accept your apology.
You think? Is that the best you can do?
No. Let's make up.
Okay, if you say so.
I do. That's better.
It's not only the apology. Why I'm here.
It's not. What a letdown.
Get real. Now, this is something that you should know. Okay? Okay. A task force assigned Fenno Moore to Boston today. And it seems that the order was because of a request from a Senator Bench who doesn't want Fenno in the city. So Fenno quit, and he's determined to find a connection between the Senator Bench and our pal, Matthew Strand.
Oh, that is a possibility, isn't it? Fenno's been making trouble for Matthew. And pulling strings just might be Matthew's method of choice for getting rid of it. Well, I hope he goes after Matt with everything he's got.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that.
Well, what are you talking about? What did you think I was going to say?
Well,
Jack?
what?
Well, you enjoyed that, didn't you?
What?
What? Getting a rise out of me. Is this something you're planning to continue after we're married?
Yeah, I think so.
Jack!
Get you on your toes. It's good for you.
You know, two can play at that game.
Oh, besides, there's a fringe benefit in fighting.
What's that?
Well, after you fight, you get to do this.
You sure do! You know, I think I'm finally allowing myself to become ecstatic at the prospect of this wedding.
Well, it's about time. You've been engaged for days.
Yeah, but up until about 5 minutes ago, I was really wondering if I ought to tie myself to a lunk like you.
Thank you.
But now that I am convinced that it's a good thing to do, I have to face the prospect of calling my father.
Oh, yeah, giving him the good news, huh?
So to speak.
You know, the fact that we'd have to notify Hollis completely slipped my mind.
He's not going to disappear.
No, he certainly isn't.
Will you stay here for moral support while I call him?
Sure. You want me to talk to him?
No, I don't think that would be such a good idea.
Okay, remember, I'm here in your corner.
Okay. My father has always been rather colorful when roused, and on this particular occasion, he was in rare form. He's not coming to the wedding.
What a shame.
Oh, please try and control your ecstasy there, would you?
Lee, I'm sorry. I really am sorry for your sake. I know how you must feel. But, you know, it may be for the best. Well, let's face it, Hollis is not exactly a fan of mine. I mean, our wedding is not going to be a happy event for him. And when Hollis is not happy, he has a way of making everyone else absolutely miserable.
No.
So then, if he's that angry, you really want him to come?
No, of course, probably not. It just... Well, it certainly makes one thing easier, doesn't it?
What's that?
Kind of takes the sting out of that biblical stuff about leaving your father's house and cleaving only to your husband.
Were you having a problem with that?
No, not a problem. It's just, it's a shift in loyalties. I was having twinges. But Daddy's phone call took care of the twitches.
I'm not the most patient man in the world.
You're not?
Lee? Lee? Shush. I can't promise that life with me will be easy. I'm not an easy man. But I will love you, and I will always, even in the middle of a fight with you, try to see to it that you do not regret marrying me. I will never hold a grudge. I will forgive and forget fast. I'll listen hard. And I will never, ever try to change you. And I promise you, on your wedding, I will make you so happy that you will not miss Hollis Kirkland III.
You already make me happy.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, neither of you. I think we're gonna be okay.
You're going to be all right, young lady. That finger isn't seriously injured. However, you have dislocated it, and I want you to keep it immobilized until it heals.
Okay, I promise I'll be real careful with it. Can I please go home now?
I'd rather you didn't just yet. Nurse Burns, may I have the chart? Of course, Doctor. Thank you. You have some rather nasty bruises on your upper arm, scratches on your neck. I want to make sure that my record reflects that fact.
Why?
Because I feel the most important thing here is the manner in which you came by these injuries.
I really don't want to talk about that.
Many women in your position don't. However, if these injuries were inflicted by someone, you would be well within your rights to press charges against that person.
I can't do that.
Nancy, Donna, look. Look, I really think you should listen to her.
Chad, I really would just like to leave it be.
But you shouldn't. Look, you were victimized. You should fight for yourself.
Do you know what happens to women in these cases? The manslaughter always makes her look like the criminal, okay? Besides, Robert could say that I...
Look, you said no, and he still persisted. It's not just going to be the limo driver who was there. I mean, he was a witness, wasn't he?
I would be willing to testify as to the extent of your injuries.
Nancy, Don, this is serious. This is sexual abuse. You got to stop Rob. I mean, he could go out and do this again.
You think you would do that?
If he gets away with it this time, there's no reason why he couldn't.
All right, I will talk to the police.
Good girl. Because I think you've made the right decision.
I agree. And I admire your courage, Miss Lewis.
Thanks.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Easy.